So the first thing I'm going to do before I blanch these is to cut these. I watched a number of YouTube videos describing how to get potatoes the way you want them properly. Some people skin their potatoes, but you can't do it like this. You can't just do the raw potato. You can't dehydrate it. I'm going to be using an oven. So I watched a number of YouTube videos on how to properly do this. I found some old ladies. Old ladies have the best YouTube channels, by the way. Don't copy me for knife safety. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty aware, but I don't always practice proper knife safety. So the goal is to get these into non-mashed, dehydrated shape. If you cook these all the way through, they're going to end up mashed. You may as well just buy mashed potatoes. However, if you just blanch them, and I had to look up the word blanch because people were referring to blanching potatoes. I had no idea what they were talking about. And if you dehydrate them in the state that they're in right now, a raw state, they'll turn black, apparently. I haven't tried that, but that's what happens. So my goal here is to get these into a number of different desirable states so that I can hike with them and they won't weigh very much. This will consolidate their volume and consolidate their weight. So I'm going to do a bunch of different shapes. Some for like dinner meals, some for breakfast meals. So these elderly lady YouTube channels, one of them actually did this, but she started with whole potatoes and she partially cooked them, and they didn't cook all the way through, so she was they started turning black. And for our purposes, maybe this is purely aesthetic, but we don't want them black. We want them to maintain the color they are. So the co-author of the book is Brian James. In his method of preparing food for the trail, he does what's called adding bulk, and pretty sure potato is one form of bulk. If you have potato, you don't need something like rice, for example. So far, that's what I have. That's just actually 2 potatoes. I think I'm going to maintain the slice and then the chop. And those are going to be my 2 main types. I could also shred. That would be decent too. So this is going to be your carbohydrates. When I was hiking the Appalachian Trail, I started out with almost 0 carbs, and I passed out on top of a mountain because you need carbs. I thought, well, I need to lose a lot of weight when I was hiking, so I figured if I just got rid of all my carbs, most of my carbs. I did have some carbs, like some trail mix and stuff, but I thought if I got rid of all my carbs, I could just dramatically lose weight. But you need to work yourself into like a ketosis. Like there's a lot of research regarding, ultra high endurance ketosis and how that may or may not benefit you in like a marathon or something like that. But in my case, I was ill prepared. I was acting irrationally and bombastic. Like, it was just ridiculous. I shouldn't have done that. Luckily, a guy named Bill Murray, if you look in my older Appalachian Trail videos, you'll see Bill Murray, and he got me some nice apple cider. One thing you hate to do is take another hiker's food or something they've carried. It's kind of mooching, and they've carried it a long way, and it's difficult to add weight to your pack and to carry a lot of food. So whenever you make the decision to take food from another hiker, even if they offer it, it's, you know, you have to be super thankful. So I was sleeping on top of this mountain. I think I was less than 30 miles in, and really, Bill Murray, hiker named Bill Murray, bailed me out. It was pretty incredible, and we're still friends to this day. We talk all the time. Gotta go visit that dude sometime soon. So these potatoes must be boiled for probably 2 to 3 minutes. I've heard variations of instructions online. Once I get this down to a science, I will publish the accurate information. These are what the potatoes look like. So I realized that these were yellowing a little. I threw them in water so they wouldn't have contact with the air. And I'm waiting for this to boil. It's going to take quite a while to boil because it's a pretty big pot and the stove doesn't really go too high in temperature. So step 1, chop up your potatoes. Step 2, put it in water so it doesn't yellow too much. Step 3, blanch those potatoes. Step 4, put them on parchment paper. Step 5, put them in your oven at theoretically, or ideally 125 degrees, and then keep checking, see if they're dehydrated. Don't want to splash. Kind of hard to do one-handed. I got these set of metal pots about a Christmas ago. Not last Christmas, but the one before. And they're turning out to be really handy. And with these things. So I think when I'm done with these, I'm gonna fish those out to here, then put them in the oven, which I have held open, the Bang energy drink. Sorry, this is not the cleanest house, so don't judge too much. But this pot really takes a long time to boil, so I'm not sure I'm gonna let it boil for too long. I think they'll still have the blanch effect. This has been boiling pretty good for about a minute, but it's been boiling for a couple minutes total. You can tell it's not fully blanched. Which I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it looks like the outsides are cooked, but not the insides. Not cooked, but blanched. Couple more minutes. Alright, it's been a couple more minutes. I don't know if I'm properly looking at these. So if I actually cook these all the way through, apparently they turn into mashed potatoes. So going to start ladling these out in whatever state they're in. Just read up on the blanching process. I think these are good to go. I guess you're not really supposed to boil, you're supposed to simmer. I don't know. We'll see if this works. And one instructional for blanching has you start with lukewarm water rather than the way I did it here. Alright, I'm going to just go ahead and do this faster so I can switch out the potatoes. I think I may have cooked them. So for the chopped up potatoes, I'm not going to let the water boil. I'm just going to let it simmer for a while. For these, they may already be cooked. I guess we'll know when we try to rehydrate them if they turn into mush. And I'm going to do that tomorrow, and we'll have the results. So these taste just about as cooked as the other ones, but they only came to a slight boil. So maybe they are properly blanched, the ones on the inside. I did let these simmer for a little longer. We'll see. I guess they're not blanched enough if they turn black, but they're far too cooked if they turn into mashed potatoes. But we could turn this into anything. We can make potato soup on the trail if these end up being mashed potatoes.